What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Destiny 2 Shadowkeep video. In today's video, I'll be going over one of my favorite builds that I'm using right now in PvP on the Titan class. For the subclass, I'm using Bottom Tree Striker, which is code of the Juggernaut. Main things to focus on here is Frontal Assault. Strike an enemy with this melee ability to reload your weapon and increase both your weapon stability and weapon damage. Next, Reversal. Melee kills immediately trigger health regeneration. Like, that's pretty good. Definitely want to survive those close quarters engagements. Critically wounding an enemy or breaking their shields, increase your melee range and damage. So, with the changes to the actual super, whenever you get a kill, you actually don't get health regen back now, which, you know, is kind of unfortunate, but the main reason I'm using it is for the Frontal Assault, Reversal, and Knockout utility. Now, the exotic armor that I'm using are the Dunemarchers, and they say linear actuators, increases sprint speed. Sprinting builds up a static charge. After melee attacking an enemy, that charge will chain damage to nearby enemies. Essentially, after you sprint for a few seconds, whenever you get a melee kill, if anybody's nearby, it kind of does that chain lightning effect that the Warlock does with, like, the Arc Bolt Grenade, with the Top Tree Stormcaller. It kind of has that type of chaining effect. It does solid damage. It's been improved recently, you know, in the past, I would say, few seasons. Dunemarchers is probably, you know, currently with, you know, the changes that are going to be happening to One-Eyed Mask in the future, you won't get that overshield anymore. One-Eyed Mask will still be something that I believe will be used a lot, just because it has really good utility. You really don't have to think about it. Same thing with Dunemarchers. It kind of serves as the, you know, the transversive steps for the Warlock or the Stompies for the Hunter. You get farther slide distance, you get a faster sprint speed, plus you get like that extra static charge from linear actuators. So I believe there's a lot of benefit with these. Going over weapons in the Kinetics slot, I'm using the Exit Strategy Gambit Ritual submachine gun from Season of the Undying. Perks: Adaptive Frame, well-rounded grip, reliable and sturdy. Arrowhead Break, greatly controls recoil, increases handling speed. Ricochet rounds, increase stability and slightly increases range. Then we have Underdog and Threat Detector. I went with Threat Detector. Increases reload stability and handling when enemies are in close proximity. That goes up to ×2. Underdog, like, you only get a boost to the reload speed when you're low. This one kind of gives you a boost to reload speed, like, as long as you're near somebody, which I think has a little more utility. Last column, you have Swashbuckler and then Surrounded. Surrounded, you know, it definitely has utility if you are quote-unquote surrounded, and then if you put on Surrounded spec, it increases that effect and can last a little longer when you're out of the range of a lot of enemies. But I believe Swashbuckler has a little more utility for this build specifically, just because we're going to be using Bottom Tree Striker, which, you know, the melee is a pretty good thing to use on this thing. But Swashbuckler, this weapon gains increased damage from melee kills and kills with this weapon. So if you get a regular kill, it goes up ×1. And if you get a melee kill, automatically goes up to ×5, which is pretty neat. Not mag-wise, but mod-wise, I definitely go with the backup mag. The only reason I have the anti-barrier rounds on it right now is because I'm using it in PvE. But typically, I definitely go with backup mag for PvP. For my energy weapon, I'm using Eriana's Vow, which is a special ammo hand cannon. Check it out. Looks can kill. This weapon fires a special shield-piercing ammunition. It comes with a scope. We have extended barrel, increases range, decreases handling speed, moderately controls recoil. Accurized round, increases range. Then we have Death at First Glance. Bonus damage when aiming down sights on the opening shot of attack. This bonus is preserved if the shot deals precision damage or strikes an enemy in elemental shield. Then we have Palmer Grip, which increases handling speed. Essentially, the reason I'm using this is because it does have a scope, so it can be used at long range. It does have extremely good range and impact here. You know, I kind of, you know, right now with, I guess, the build, I find it a little better than using a sniper. You can actually kind of see your surroundings versus the sniper, and it can essentially be utilized that way. It can one-tap when enemies are weak. I believe it does 164 damage to the head with no weapon buffs or anything like that. So, I mean, it's pretty solid. I do not have the Masterwork, but the Masterwork ends up bumping the magazine up to 9, and it comes with auto-loading holster, which would be very, very nice. But in general, it's very high damage. It's very punishing to enemies, and you know, I like it over a sniper in this slot currently just for the build. For Season of the Undying specifically, I was using Thunder Coil, grants bonus damage for all arc melee abilities, and refunds super energy on finisher final blows. Obviously, you can't use finishers in the Crucible, but having the extra damage for your arc melee ability, which can be triggered without actually having the melee ability all the way up, just if you have Knockout available as like the little perk on Bottom Tree Striker, it still counts. That's why Titans can go on those one-hit melee streaks with it. It's insane. But I still think this build will be very effective even after Season of the Undying. So if you have Thunder Coil right now and you're watching this during that time, fantastic. If not, don't worry about it. You don't need it. The build is still going to be very, very good. So just to kind of give you a summary on it, I think Bottom Tree Striker just has a lot of utility, especially with the melee stuff that's available that can be triggered with Exit Strategy and Swashbuckler. If you're that up close and you get a melee kill with it, you proc Swashbuckler ×5, anybody nearby is going to be shredded down. Like, Swashbuckler ×5 is a version of like Kill Clip or multi-kill clip essentially. I haven't tested all the damage numbers. I just know it freaking shreds. Cool thing with Eriana's Vow is that, you know, you can actually see your surroundings when you aim down sight. It does very, very good damage. When you have Frontal Assault, I'm pretty sure you can one tap to the head, which, I mean, that's always pretty solid, am I right? And so I think it serves better than a sniper just because you know, it's obviously easier to fire. You can hip fire it, still hit headshots and all that stuff. I think it has a lot more utility than a sniper. Heavy weapon really doesn't matter. I just really like Dunemarchers. I've been playing a lot with the Dunemarcher exotic, and being able to move around the map very, very quickly, it really does feel like, you know, transverse stuff's on the Warlock. The only thing you don't get is like the auto reload, which, you know, that'd be nice, but, you know, the melee on Bottom Tree Striker automatically gives you to reload when you have it up. So I think this build really works out. I don't know why it works out super well. You obviously get health regen on the melee kills as well. Like, it just feels extremely good in the Crucible, especially in the 6v6 playlist. I probably would not use this in the competitive playlist considering it's 3v3, but 6v6, holy crap, man. You could just go on some crazy sprees with this thing. I don't know what to tell you. All I have to say is go out and try it for yourself, for real. Like, Dunemarchers in the next season, Season of the Dawn, it is going to be incredible. Exit Strategy, fantastic Gambit weapon. Like, I shouldn't say Gambit weapon, but Gambit Ritual weapon. I really like it. I've been using that, like, in Recluse, like, 50-50 now. Eriana's Vow is definitely an interesting concept for the weapon. To be honest, I really like it just for, you know, I guess it's pretty accurate when I aim down sight and I hit a headshot, and then somebody else can clean it up. Or if somebody's already weak and I hit a headshot, they're automatically dead. Like, I really don't know what you could say that will convince me that this is a bad build to use. You just gotta watch the gameplay, man. I'm just gonna put some gameplay in here that you guys can watch. Not sure how long the video is gonna be because I go on some pretty fun streaks in this video. We're now at the end of the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, but there are 3 things I want to go over. First up, my clan, the D1 Fire Team, is looking for active players in the Destiny community. Our members play all sorts of activities from casual PvE and PvP to the endgame content. If you're actively playing Destiny 2 and want the benefits of a bigger clan, the link to join is below. It'll say clan link. All you have to do is request to join, and myself or one of the admins will approve you. If you're with a smaller clan and want the benefits of a bigger clan, and you have, like, let's say, like 7 to 10 members, I'm just using that as an example, but if you want to come over, just send me a message on any of my social media links and we'll try to get something set up. Number 2, if you want to know how to support me, there's a link below that says best way to support me. That'll take you to a 4-minute video. If you want to go check that out, that would be awesome. But if you don't want to do that, you can always like this video, subscribe to the channel, share this video, and all that good jazz if you want to do any of those things. Lastly, we have a link to the community Discord below. Just a heads up, we're looking for anyone with moderator experience to potentially run the Discord. I know for myself, I'm more of a player instead of a manager, so if you have some moderator experience, just send me a message and we'll try to get something set up. I know for myself, I'm on Xbox, but if you guys would like to talk or chat with me, Discord is going to be the best way to do those things. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed this video. We'll catch you next time.